in that round of 16 group that actually looks like a badass when they bring his picture up.
That's actually quite true. And as we can see here,
sSKS.
Over here, excuse me, I'm being told that they want me to use the player ADs instead of calling them testers. So,
well, that is his initials.
So we will.
Hyperdub.
Anyways.
Okay. Now, getting back onto this game. Sorry, we have people talking our headsets sometimes. Looks like the Protoss is going to go ahead and send out his first probe. And actually, this is a little bit shocking.
May want to.
Remember when I said there was no chance of there being a proxy?
You know, this is kind of the cool thing about a 4-player map. You know, if it's not a good map for a proxy, sometimes proxying is the trickiest, best thing you can do.
That's true. Well, I actually was just a very early scout. Kind of caught me off guard there. As you can see, a little bit of harassment here. That's curious, though, he scouted so soon. He might want to see if the Terran was going to go for a barracks first build or something like that. You know, Reapers are so strong on this map.
They are, you know, they're good for scouting and all that. I love the delayed Reaper going into the Protoss base, and I love some of the other moves we've seen with Reapers, where, you know, you jump up and you try to snipe off that sentry. Because if you can kill that first sentry, man, the early Marine Marauder push can oftentimes end it.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Now here comes Terran, scouting at a more normal point in time here.
You know, I really like that it's close positions here. That's going to work in Hyperdub's favor a little bit.
Yeah.
TricKster, I think, would prefer to be as far away as possible from any lesser opponents.
One thing you got to be careful about is, I mean, if they push out with a few Marauders and Marines and do the build that we've seen so many times before, where they force a force field on the ramp, but they mess up the force field, then they can just bust you. So this is very close proximity.
And I think we will be seeing a Marine pop out. Chase that probe away. May as well take the SCV off the probe at this point. And I like this build by Hyperdub. No gas whatsoever.
Very interesting.
Now, this is probably going to lend him towards making a very fast command center and really getting his economy up.
Meanwhile, Tests are going to go ahead and get his Zealot. Getting ready to move out here. Cybernetic score is on the way.
Ooh, a second barracks going up for Hyperdub. And a third barracks, in fact, as well, after killing that probe. Now, if I was Tester, I'd think, okay, he's probably going to make a fast command center, but instead he's going for what looks like a purely Marine rush here. Could be pretty deadly.
Oh my God, this is interesting. Well, this game could end very quickly.
I think it will, one way or the other.
Yeah, he's going to go, kind of like we said before, he doesn't exactly have the best late game. I mean, he's obviously a very solid player. He's in the final 16 of the GSL, but his late game is his weakness, so he's going to say, all right, I'm going to focus on micro, try to end this quickly.
And we see the SCV scouting through now, seeing what it can see. Now, the one scary thing about this Marine rush is if they actually go for that sentry, they can cut your Marines in half.
Yeah.
Marines, you know, with their back to a force field against a couple Zealots, they don't win that fight very easily.
No, they do not.
They really do need to be microed, so the force field could be a big problem.
Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Tester might have been fooled, just like we were, into thinking, oh, he is going to get an expansion up here.
And we see one extra probe on gas here.
That's unusual for Tester.
He really wants that gas.
All right, the rush has started. This game isn't going to go on for much longer.
Oh, his SCVs are coming as well. Oh, wow, he's all in right here.
He has hardly any SCVs mining, just enough to make out of these 3 barracks. The SCVs are moving out. The Marines are in position.
He could be careful. That sentry's going to be in everything.
It's all about this force field. He's got to get a good force field up here. Not bad.
I wish he would have gotten more units back there.
Unfortunately, these Marines get, of course, damage across the force field. Another force field out here.
Tester might be in trouble here.
Everybody's doing these rushes to Tester in this tournament. Nobody wants to face this guy in the late game. They just want to end it fast. He's got the SCVs inside. He's charging out more units.
Bunkers going down. This is huge. Can Tester hold this off? Once these bunkers get up, it's going to be nearly impossible.
You know, these sentries are only good when the other players are at the bottom of the ramp. Now they're of no use at all. I think this game is basically over.
Yeah, 3 sentries against this many Marines and SCVs. No chance with that, especially as these bunkers go up.
This bunker stifled in its construction. Meanwhile, one finishes over here, another one about to be done. This bunker should be in range of the gateway.
Tester is not giving up. He's making a forge at this point. He's trying to micro as well as he can, keep alive as long as he possibly can. I don't know, man. 3 bunkers up there. This is looking very bad for our Protoss.
Now, if he can get a cannon and put it up here so that the bunker can't actually end up, or the bunker push can't slowly reach the Nexus, that could stop it, but this is going to be pretty tough.
That's right, he needs to stall out these bunkers. The Marines, though, still attacking his warp gates. He's not going to have a lot of enforcements.
He snipes the bunker.
Very important move right there. And Guardian Shield, very, very nice. Let's see here, needs to pull some probes maybe. Too many Marines in, but they do have a longer range on the Stalkers. Pulls some probes out, and he is just stalling for his life for now.
Here's the cannon.
Yeah, if he gets a couple cannons up, he can actually put this rush to an end.
If he actually gets these cannons up, I will be so amazed that TricKster actually managed to hold this up, but he did lose. Hold that thought, he just lost a Stalker over here. A sentry over here, the Stalker's moving back now.
TricKster with some godly micro here.
Oh my.
Get up this extra cannon. That cannon is the most important thing in this game.
Yeah, this cannon right here.
Oh, he's sniping SCVs. TricKster doing everything right now. This is absolutely amazing to watch. TricKster, wow, man.
I can't believe
if
my
he holds
eyes.
this rush, this guy.
He does move the Stalkers back. He is going to go for the cannon directly.
Targeting that cannon. If he gets that cannon, TricKster's going to be in so much trouble. But the cannon gets up, and TricKster looking like he's going to be able to hold this rush off.
Unreal.
Simply amazing.
My God.
Simply amazing. Just now, Hyperdub is starting gas, and it is. Let's take a look at this unit tab. 27 probes against 8 SCVs. What's up? This is TricKster, folks. This guy may very well win this entire tournament.
You know, when I saw the Marines and the SCVs get up the ramp, I basically just thought, okay, I guess that's it. But wow, that was actually, I can't believe, I'm totally speechless right now. His control was just so good, getting the cannons, he's now moving forward, taking out these Marines.
Wow, so many Marines coming in now. Hyperdub realizes he is in some trouble here. TricKster, you know, this guy is made out of composure.
Yeah, I really am impressed with this guy. I think at this point in time, the Terran might even want to salvage this bunker and just go back and try to tech. He does have 2 gases up. He has a lot of minerals. You can see our Terran player becoming a little bit flustered.
Yeah, he wants to get some Marauders out at this point. He realizes that he is in a lot of trouble. TricKster making the robotics, feeling very safe. This is just awesome. I can't believe he held that, to be honest with you.
Now he sees chase him all the way back up here. I don't believe these Stalkers should be able to breach this at all. He backs up, loses 1 Stalker. By the way, wouldn't it suck to be this Marine in the bunker? This guy has the worst fate of all.
You are so far behind enemy lanes, man.
You are just, he is a solo guy. And he's going to go ahead and salvage the bunker, hides the Marine here so that he can scout later on. Meanwhile, we got the robotics bay on the way.
He is making an immortal. That's going to help him a lot hold the next phase of this rush.
Well, I have to say, I thought the Terran was just going to tap out and go to game number 3, but he's going to go ahead and stick with it.
No, man, he's Terran. He's got mules to fix that economy back up, so he can go ahead and try for another all-in here. But TricKster really looks very well equipped here.
And this Marine, unfortunately, not going to be used to scout, actually. Instead, he tried to escape.
No escape for you, Marine.
No.
The Immortal is watching.
He does at least know that his opponent has Immortals. However, it looks like we're going to see yet another push.
Now, he has sentries again. He is making a Colossus as well, and he has that Immortal. So I'm feeling like TricKster is just going to hold everything, and Hyperdub is going to not be in a good place after this next attack.
Well, I don't think this rush is going to be as effective as the previous rush.
Definitely
I mean, even though the previous rush was supposed to end it, this attack here, if the Colossus gets out, there's just not a whole lot you can do.
That's right. Once that Colossus is out on the high ground, that is simply it for Hyperdub. He is not going to break TricKster here. And look at that, even Thermal Lance being gotten. TricKster just going to sit in his main base, I believe, until Thermal Lance is done and he has 2 Colossi, really, and then he can kind of move out. But until then, there's no reason to move. TricKster playing completely perfectly.
TricKster, so solid. Here is the Colossus. It's out, Terran. I think it's just going to have to go ahead and expand now. There's not going to be another timing rush. He's actually going to go ahead and use a barracks to scout. That's very smart. Cheaper than, of course, using a scan because you waste 1 mule. Protoss.
Expanding now, the Terran is.
Another Colossus on the way. Thermal Lance.
Those two should sync up, come out pretty much the same time, and I think that's actually a pretty decent attack timing for TricKster.
I think so.
He knows that he killed so many SCVs and so many Marines that he should be able to actually just go out and kind of roll over. But look at that, Ghost Academy.
Not bad. Could see some EMP play here.
Yeah, I don't know if even EMP will be enough.
No, I don't think so. Well, TricKster's playing it very safe, and that's actually one thing I like about TricKster is he's not one of these guys that's like, I think I got a chance, I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
He just plays. He often almost seems to like allow his opponent to just mess up. He just wears him out.
TricKster knows he's the best around, man. He's not going to let anyone keep him down.
I cannot believe TricKster actually survived that rush. I keep thinking about it. Very good usage of the cannons there. Getting the cannons out really what kind of saved it and ended the rush. And of course his brilliant micro. Well, TricKster's getting out in the middle of the map. Looks like he may go see if he can just finish OGS Hyperdub off.
Wow, 3 Colossi. This could be pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't think that the Terran's going to hold this. Unless he mismicros his Colossuses, and a Protoss player of this caliber is probably not going to do that.
No, he is the absolute top caliber. Here we go, and this looks like it's just going to be gross, man.
This is pretty nasty.
Not even microing, no need for TricKster. He's plowing right through with these 3 Colossi.
And there it is, GG.
Wow.